Celebrities spend their entire lives being admired by millions of people. But sometimes, they become the fan. And honestly, those moments are always hilarious, because it's weirdly entertaining watching some of the most famous people on Earth suddenly turn shy, awkward, and completely nervous over another celebrity. Some blush uncontrollably, some forget how to speak, some openly admit they've been obsessed for years, and others embarrass themselves so badly that the internet never lets them forget it. These are celebrities revealing their biggest crushes and completely losing it. Let's start with one of the most famous celebrity crushes ever, Drake and Rihanna. Now everybody already knows this story became legendary because Drake wasn't subtle about it at all. For years, fans watched Drake openly admire Rihanna in interviews, award shows, concerts, and basically every public interaction imaginable. But the moment that truly broke the internet happened during the 2016 MTV VMAs. Drake literally stood on stage giving Rihanna an emotional speech while presenting her with the Video Vanguard Award. And then he said this. The entire internet exploded. Some people thought it was romantic, others thought it was painfully awkward because Rihanna looked slightly uncomfortable during parts of the speech. And suddenly, millions of people were analyzing every facial expression frame by frame. But honestly, that moment became iconic because Drake looked exactly like somebody confessing their feelings in front of the whole school. Except the school was the entire world. And even years later, people still bring it up. Then there's one of the cutest celebrity crush stories ever, Tom Holland being obsessed with Zendaya. Now, before they officially became a couple, fans noticed Tom could barely hide how much he liked her. Every interview became obvious. The man would stare at Zendaya like she was the only person in the room. He constantly complimented her, smiled at everything she said, and looked unbelievably nervous anytime interviewers mentioned romance rumors. Meanwhile, the internet was basically screaming, "Bro, we can see it." And the funniest part? Tom kept trying to act casual while failing completely, which made fans love him even more. Eventually, the rumors turned out to be true, and now they're one of Hollywood's favorite celebrity couples. Honestly, the internet saw that relationship coming years before they admitted it. Now, let's talk about somebody who completely lost composure over their crush, Jennifer Lawrence and Jack Nicholson. This moment is internet history. Jennifer had literally just won her Oscar. Huge moment. Career-defining achievement, millions watching worldwide. But the second Jack Nicholson walked behind her during an interview, everything changed instantly. Jennifer suddenly started laughing nervously, stumbling over her words, and acting completely starstruck. And honestly, it was hilarious because she went from confident Oscar winner to nervous fan in about 2 seconds. Even Jack Nicholson looked amused by how hard she folded, and the clip still goes viral constantly because it feels so genuine. Then we have Ariana Grande and Jim Carrey. Now this crush ran deep. Ariana openly admitted she was obsessed with Jim Carrey growing up. Like genuinely obsessed. She talked about watching his movies constantly and basically idolizing him for years. So when she finally met him in real life, her brain completely stopped functioning. Ariana later admitted she felt so overwhelmed that she barely even knew how to react. And honestly, fans found it adorable because despite being one of the biggest pop stars on Earth, she suddenly became a nervous fangirl, which proves fame doesn't protect you from crushes at all. Another legendary one? Zendaya and Justin Bieber. Now, if you were online during the early 2000s, you already know Justin Bieber had the entire generation in a chokehold, and Zendaya was absolutely part of that generation. She openly admitted being a massive Bieber fan before becoming one of the biggest celebrities herself. And fans loved seeing old clips of Zendaya freaking out over Bieber because it feels impossible now. Today, people react to Zendaya the same exact way. That's the crazy thing about celebrity culture. Sometimes your celebrity crush eventually becomes your peer. But honestly, one of the funniest celebrity crushes belongs to Harry Styles. Because Harry Styles openly admitted having a crush on Jennifer Aniston. And every time they interacted publicly, fans immediately noticed Harry becoming weirdly nervous. Which is funny because Harry Styles is usually the person making other people nervous. But around Jennifer Aniston, suddenly he looked shy. The internet absolutely loved it, because it proved even one of the biggest pop stars alive can still panic around their crush. Now, let's talk about a crush that became a full internet obsession: Machine Gun Kelly and Megan Fox. Before they officially got together, MGK openly talked about thinking Megan Fox was unbelievably attractive for years. Then somehow they actually met, and everything escalated fast. The relationship instantly became one of Hollywood's most chaotic celebrity romances. Matching outfits, wild interviews, constant headlines, viral moments every week. And honestly, it all started because MGK basically manifested his celebrity crush into reality, which sounds insane, but somehow it worked. Then there's Billie Eilish and Justin Bieber. This story actually became emotional because Billie was such a huge Bieber fan growing up that her parents reportedly considered therapy because of how intensely obsessed she was. That's not even a joke. So when Billie eventually met Bieber after becoming famous herself, the moment felt surreal. You could literally see her trying to process the fact that she was standing next to the person she idolized for years. And Justin later admitted he felt protective over Billie because he understood exactly what growing up famous feels like, which honestly made the whole thing even sweeter. Now, we need to talk about one of the most relatable celebrity crushes ever: Emma Stone and Leonardo DiCaprio. Emma openly admitted she had the biggest crush on Leo growing up. And when she finally met him at award shows years later, fans instantly noticed her turning into a nervous fan. Which honestly makes sense because Leonardo DiCaprio was basically half of Hollywood's childhood crush at one point. And speaking of internet-famous crushes, Chris Evans has had several moments where fans noticed him getting visibly awkward around actresses he admired, which always goes viral because this man literally plays Captain America. You expect him to look cool 24/7. Instead, he suddenly starts smiling awkwardly and avoiding eye contact like a teenager. And honestly, that's why people love these moments so much, because celebrities spend most of their lives looking perfect and untouchable. But crushes destroy all of that instantly. Suddenly, they become normal people again. Awkward, nervous, excited, embarrassed, and the internet loves watching it happen, especially because it reminds everyone of something hilarious. No matter how famous someone becomes, there's always another celebrity capable of making them completely lose their mind.